Booker T. Washington had his young students in architecture lay out the plans for Tuskegee University. They took the clay land and made bricks and built the buildings. They were not looking for somebody else to do it for them. They were learning how to make themselves useful to self as well as others.
One of the most fundamental and far-reaching deeds that has been accomplished during the last quarter of a century has been that by which the Negro has been helped to find himself and to learn the secrets of civilization. To learn that there are a few simple cardinal principles upon which a race must start its upward course, unless it would fail, and its last estate be worse than its first. It has been necessary for the Negro to learn the difference between being worked and working. To learn that being worked meant degradation, while working means civilization. That all forms of labor are honorable, and all forms of idleness disgraceful. It has been necessary for him to learn that all races that have got upon their feet have done so largely by laying an economic foundation, and in general by beginning in a proper cultivation and ownership of the soil.
You haven't had a good time in a long time, 'cause you've been stuck inside a house raising those kids. But it's Friday and I just got paid.
There we go. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your man KB. Welcome here on this beautiful Friday morning. Coming to you live from Yuma, Arizona. Y'all gonna travel the world with me every time I'm on here. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in, sit down, get comfortable. We got a great show for you today. You heard our little insert, big up to the Honorable. We're talking about Booker T. Washington, Tuskegee University this morning. We got Coach Mr. Benjy, OTTO Taylor is in the building with us. We also got Coach Duncan and Coach Jay in the building, Coach Jalil. Pardon me. We got Coach Jalil in the building today. Little inside joke. So y'all come on in, get comfortable. Subscribe to the channel, like it, share it. Let everybody know that we on here and that we live this morning. Y'all know how we do. We keep it popping. What's up, Coach? What's up, Jay?
What up, KB? How you doing, Coach KB? What up, Jay? How you feeling, man?
Friday morning, it's all good. HBU for us all day.
Absolutely, man. It's your favorite coach, Coach Duncan.
So look. I thought I was doing something a little better when I went researching and everything over the past couple of days, right? That clip that I started off with, that Coach Booker T. Washington said.
Right. Gave me chills.
About the foundation.
Right.
It starts with us economically. Everything that we speeded up 100 years later, here we are 150 years later. 170. Damn, y'all like, whoa. 170 years later, we came together as men and we try to set a foundation for our HBCUs. Not even set the foundation. We basically want to piggyback off of what the great Booker T. Washington did and what he started. And it's just so you learn so much about each school and their history as we see this journey that we're going through. And it's good to know that our spirits are in line, that our spirits and energy are aligned with the grounds and everything that was set by our ancestors previously. So with that being said, we talking about what we putting together as far as the tournament and for HBCU schools, for all the HBCU schools, both men and women, and basically because we understand that the athletic departments need the funding, and we understand that if we don't set the foundation, that's going to be my new word now. If we don't set that foundation, who else going to do it?
Right.
Who else going to do it? So it's time for us as black men to reach down and pull each other out of the quicksand. You know what I mean? And that's what We good. And I love that I'm with you guys. I wish we had Tree and Steve on
Right,
here, but we get them on
right,
here
right.
one. But anyway, but Coach D, how you feeling this morning? How you doing
Man,
this morning?
I'm doing good, man. It's amazing, man. It's the end of the year, man. We got a lot of things going on and coming up, and this is the time of the year where you see a lot of people start getting depressed and everything else because they put themselves in these mindsets and stuff for these holidays that have been made up by, we just gonna say they've been made up. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna go into it, Jay, but we're gonna say they've been made up, man, and trying to do things for other people because you want to see a smile on their face. But sometimes, man, your presence is a present. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? Your presence is a present. So I feel great to be doing this with you guys, man. After doing all this research that we doing about the HBCUs, trying to pull back all the red tape and everything that they got surrounded by us, and I think we're going to be pulling a lot of red tape and really discovering a lot of things of why they wasn't included in a lot of things, man. But like you said, man, I could feel, and I said this before, I could feel the ancestors pushing us on. Me and KB talked about this yesterday, Jay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you share, Jay. So you got two type of people in life, and you could tell by the way they move. You got people that want to take everything with them when they can't take nothing with them when they leave, and then you got people that want to leave things behind. And the way that we moving, you could tell we a group of guys that want to leave some things and some legacies behind for our next generation to cross over this bridge and everything else, man. So I feel good about the ancestors pushing us forward. And actually, you might have to play that Booker T. Washington thing again, man, so people can really feel that. You know what I mean, KB? You might have to play that again, Jay. What you do, dog?
Good to be here with you guys, man. Sorry I missed the other interviews, but I'm not going to miss any more because it's so important to me to propel these colleges into the place where they're supposed to be. Because as we see, I appreciate Coach Duncan and Coach KB, but Coach Duncan shed light on us one time we was on a call that really empowered us to get to this point. So now we're coming together as one and really trying to empower these HBCUs back to it really being an HBCU.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at it like it's groundbreaking, and it's going to be the focus of us to get these schools as well as this culture where it's supposed to be. We've been snatched, and they've been talking about PWIs too much. Right. So if we take our kids out of these PWIs, what are PWIs?
Right. Absolutely. They're going to be exactly what they are, PWIs.
We're going to be the front runners of our culture in our lives, opposed to giving our lives and our foundation, like you said, KB, to these PWIs. So let's take it back and let's see how these PWIs compete without our athletes, without our star athletes. Let's see how they compete. So what we should have, you'll have a WIP, not a PWI. So you'll have, something I just made up. And now the strength would be in the HBCUs where it's supposed to be. So let's move forward and let's get Coach on here so we can really discuss.
Absolutely.
And Duncan, I'm not going to go where you're going to go at because we all know all these holidays is put in the world is for us to spend money. Name one that's not. So they fake holidays. Let's get to it.
Right.
So before we get politically correct, everything is allegedly. Yeah, I mean, we ain't trying to burn anything. All fair use. It's all for educational purposes and all that good stuff like that. So today, fellas, we have the men's basketball coach from Tuskegee University, and like I said, I did my homework, and Tuskegee, which is what the second black college in Alabama, but it was the first. It gave us our HBCU marching bands. So we had Coach Kenny Anderson on here that gave it, and we learned about Fisk University where the Jubilee give us our Negro spirituals, and now we have Tuskegee University on here, and I learned it's different from learning about Booker T. Washington when you were in middle school and high school. Yeah, it's just different. But now when we sitting here being who we are, HBCU for us, and really reset, it hit a little different. The home run feel a little sweeter. The swing feels like 250 a little bit more, right? And to understand that the industrial, to understand that the people was upset with him because what Booker was doing was he was bringing the kids in, bringing the young adults in, and teaching them basically the trade. He was teaching them trade college. He was teaching them how to go out here and be successful.
Right.
Go out here and be employable, as we would say today. Go out here and be coachable, right? Where people were upset, but shoot, we were the tailors, we were the blacksmiths, we were the builders, and just learning that they took the clay out the soil and built their school.
Right.
Man, that's deep. That's what we trying to do today, to rebuild and rebrand who we are. Man, that's deep, man. So I got to bring Coach Otto Taylor up here because he don't even know that he's sitting over there on a gold mine. He's sitting over there with his... Hold on, wait a minute. There you go. What's up, Coach Otto Taylor? Coach B, how you doing? Welcome to the platform, Coach. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Hit that little box right there. Unmute it.
Unmute your mic.
Nope, not yet. Let me see. Turn your volume up. Now this the funny part, y'all. He was giving us all the gems about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I seen him clicked out. Leave out and come back, Coach. He was giving us all the gems. We had to stop and say, "Hold up, Coach. Hold up, Coach. Not yet.
Coach. Slow down, son. You're killing him."
Hey, Coach. If you look on your screen, Coach, you got your mic muted. All right, now you got it. Now you unmuted. Now try. Nope.
Okay,
all right, let's do that. Leave out the studio and come back in, and make sure you adjust your camera and your mic. Leave out and come back in. It still say your mic muted. Hold on, wait a minute. It still say your mic is muted. It still say your mic is muted, Coach. So let's do this. Let's leave out the studio and then come back in. Leave out the studio altogether.
There you go.
And come back. There it is. I heard it. There it is.
There you go.
Technology is great.
Technology goes,
brother.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get a Tiger Woods out of that.
I was trying to chat with y'all. I was getting nervous. I was trying to chat with y'all, but I couldn't hear nothing.
We gotta get a Tiger Woods out of that. We with you, man. Hey, that's what we do.
I need my 15-year-old here with
we gotta build that bridge together, man. Don't worry about somebody that taught us this too, though, man. We gonna build that bridge together, though, bro.
I couldn't hear anything y'all was talking about.
Man.
Wow.
I missed all of that, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you missed the whole thing.
But brother, you can listen to it again because it's recorded, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, we was talking about how great you are, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, can you edit this part? Where I couldn't get on?
That was live. That was live. I'm gonna try to smooth it over for you, look, people.
That was live.
We do our best. Tyler Perry work with this one. All right, we gonna cut that and go to another part of it.
Man, I tell you, man, I appreciate you guys having me on, though.
No
hey,
problem.
absolutely, man. We appreciate you and your time, man.
I was going to say this, right? I was going to say, listen, folks, he just told us like 7 minutes ago that he wasn't computer savvy and tech savvy and all of that. We didn't believe him. He just came back and tried to prove it to us real quick. And just tried to,
Man, I'm in my office, and sometimes we have bad internet connection on campus, man. That's
okay. Hey, Coach. So look, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself so the people get to know who you are, man.
I'm originally from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yep. I've seen that in your bio. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm from North Carolina. I played at University of Richmond.
Okay.
And we had a lot of great summertime action with Virginia Union over there across the street, across
Absolutely.
town.
Absolutely.
I still have a lot of friends, of course, that live there. My best friend, Eric English, is the chief of police over in Henrico County.
Right.
So still got a lot of ties in Richmond. I got into coaching right away. I played there for 4 years, and I was a graduate assistant for 2. We went postseason 5 out of 6 years. So I
Okay.
got into coaching
I
because I
see.
thought it was easy.
Right.
And I quickly learned that it's not, you know what I mean? So,
So you became a GA after you graduated?
yeah, I came a GA and got my master's
Okay.
from Richmond. So I was on the I was a GA when we were the first 15th seed to be the 2 seed. Cole Fieldhouse would be Syracuse.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Down at the
Kenny
University of
Atkinson.
Maryland, huh?
Yeah. Kenny Atkinson, Curtis Blair, and a lot of guys. Jimmy Shields, Scott Stapleton, and all those guys.
That was 1991, right, Coach?
Yeah, that was it was the 89-90 season.
Okay.
Yep, got you.
Because 90-91 season we ran up against Duke in the first round.
Okay, yeah.
And we had like 5 points at halftime.
I ain't mad at you, man. Hey, they was some rollers back then, man.
Was loaded.
Yeah, they was rolling back then, man. They still loading now, but they was rolling back then. So, hey, Coach, tell about. So after that, where did you start coaching at?
Man, y'all ain't got enough time on the show, man. I've been a nomad, so
I seen the coaching, man. I seen the coaching tree and where you been, man. I got a couple questions about, and when you got your first head coaching position was at Chicago State, right?
No, actually, my first head coaching position was a Division III school in Naperville, Illinois, North Central. So I went to my first job was at Cornell University with Jan Van Bredikoff.
Okay.
And I was there for a year up in Ithaca, New York, coming from North Carolina. And I struggled, so
that's a big change, man.
I wanted to get back down south, so I left and went to the Citadel. I was there for 3 years, and got a lot of former players that I keep in touch with there. Matter of fact, one of my closest guys I coached over there, he lives in Charlotte, named Jamie Jickens.
Right.
Yeah. His son actually plays over at Virginia State. So I've recruited a lot of guys out of North Carolina, out of Greensboro. Yeah, so I was there. Then I went to Northern Illinois, and went back to the Cold and was there 5 years. Got married, tried to spread my wings a little bit, and went to Pepperdine.
Okay.
Got to Pepperdine, went there with Jan Van Bredikoff. We had a great year. Coached a guy that got drafted, Brandon Armstrong, got drafted 23rd with the Nets.
Okay.
Coach Van Bredikoff decided that he was going to go for more money, left Pepperdine and went to St. Bonaventure.
Okay.
And was newly married, had a son, and my ex-wife was like, "Yeah, we're not going to Olean, New York." So we came back to. She's from Chicago. Came back and took the Division III job and had a wonderful time there. Right. And so man, I've been doing this thing. I think I'm in my 33rd year.
Yeah, I seen you had a little time in Hawaii as well, huh?
Oh yeah, I was in Hawaii for 5 years. I left Chicago State, went to Hawaii.
Right.
Was there 5 years. My last year, I was actually the head coach. They fired the head coach and gave me the job a week before our first game, and they said we win 5 games. We won 22. We beat Pitt. Jamie Dixon was at Pitt. We beat Pitt, Nebraska. We beat Colorado.
Wow.
Lost to Wichita State in overtime on a tip in when they had Van Fleet and Baker.
Okay.
So I had a 1 senior and 1 returning starter from the previous year.
Wow.
And we wound up turning it around. We had a great run over there. Unfortunately, they decided to go in a different direction, and we won't get into that. But that's why a platform like yours is so crucial for us.
I've been there. I've been there. I understand. I got papers right here to show you. Said we're gonna go in another direction or whatever. I keep all my papers. Now let me ask you this: what made you decide to coach at an HBCU?
I'm glad you brought that up because I think that mental health is huge in our profession, right? So my mom and dad, who were like 2 of my best friends. I had been at Hawaii, then I was in California coaching with the outstanding coach Rob Barnes, used to be at Ole Miss, played at Ole Miss, coached at Ole Miss. We're great friends. He was over there with him, and was kind of recuperating from the thing that happened to me at Hawaii. Saw a lot of success there. It was great. I learned a lot from Coach Barnes, and the staff and the players and everything. My dad got sick December 18 and passed.
Wow.
So I had been in Hawaii for 5, California for 3, and my mom started getting sick in the spring. So it's crazy. I walked in the coach office and told him, I said, "Hey, coach, I quit. I've got to go back home, back south. It's probably my last summer with my mom." And I wound up, he tried to talk me out of it, and him being the great man of the years, and just take a leave of absence, go back and do what you got to do. But I said, I got to go cold turkey. So I planned to move back. Crazy part is I got back home on Wednesday. My mom passed Saturday.
Oh my God.
So now I'm without a job, without either parent or a job. So was blessed I had applied for this and was fortunate enough to get it. And I didn't get the job till a week before the first day of classes here. So it was like August. So from May, June, July, I didn't have a job. So I probably gonna be like you guys, start me a broadcast or something. But
hey, I've been in them same shoes. When I tell you the same shoes that you're talking about, I've been in them same shoes. So you didn't even get a chance to recruit your first team.
So I got here, and the team I inherited is crazy because one of the players came back to our last game, and
Wow.
he's overseas. He's here for a break, so we're pretty close. His name is Miles Thomas, and James Eves were on that team as well, and Greg Boyd, Mike Evans. So it was a good team, but they had lost the last 11 games the previous year in a row. So they finished the season losing the last 11 games. And I got the job so late, so I brought in a guy named Deshaun Millington out of Pennsylvania that I recruited from JUCO in California. So they let me sign him. I rushed him in here, got him in here because I had to get somebody, some kind of new blood. But I didn't have my first recruiting class until the following year. But we wound up having a really good year. We almost won our division. Unfortunately, we lost the first round of the conference tournament. But we were picked 6th and had a chance to finish first on our side. So, we flipped it pretty fast, and it's been flipped ever since. Last year we got the first ever at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. Won our side. Lost in the first round. Had a lead and fell short. We need to get better in tournament play, but we're off to a little bit of a slow start. But the flip is still there. The culture is still there. So we've in all the 4 of our conference games, we've had the lead at halftime. Yeah, so it's one of those deals. Just teaching the young guys I got like 5 freshmen. I got no seniors. So this group is built for the long haul.
Got you, man. Hey, that was inspiring, man. You just inspired me to keep on pushing, man. Keep on pushing.
I tell you what, the deal that happened to me in Hawaii, I'm happier, and I've seen more success than they've seen.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm fulfilled. God is good, man. I'm fulfilled.
Got you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Real quick,
Absolutely.
Coach. I mean, that's why this is so important to give your kids a platform to play in a tournament for them to get better, to gel. So what we're doing is trying to give these HBUs an opportunity to not only have this one tournament that they say, hey, you're invited to, but giving you a platform to showcase your kids. They can get some continuity and grow.
Right. Yeah. And we need that. We need that. With the help of AD Ruffin here and the administration here, we have a company, Golden Tiger Sports Network, streams us out of Atlanta, and that's been really good for us because the parents can see it. They can't get to games, but to be able to play on a national scale is huge for our program. And we played in the HB Hall of Fame deal with Chris Paul in Connecticut. So it was 4 HBCUs there: us, Winston-Salem State, Virginia Union, and Cheney. But we were in the same hotel with Mississippi State, Washington State, Northwestern, and I think Rhode Island. So I tell these guys all the time, it's not much difference between this and that,
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, it's not much difference. And I mean, you can't tell me that I'm not as good as Coach K. And I should be able to tell you that I should not be able to tell you you're not as good as a player that plays a Duke. If you want it, you have to go get it. So just trying to build that type of confidence without being arrogant with our guys is huge. Because I mean, I've coached against, at Chicago State, I had to play all those bye games, and at Hawaii, we played. I just told you who we played. We played 4, top 20 teams and beat 3 of them. And it's a situation where, it's a funny story. So the media, before we played Pitt, the media was like, "Hey, coach, we got Pitt this week. I don't know how you feel about it. Out of the ACC, Jamie Dixon used to coach at Hawaii, and it was, next press conference, same thing. So I got tired of it. And I just finally said, hey guys, I said, you guys keep talking to me about Jamie Dixon. I said, and he's a great coach. Trust me, I know his work. He's a great coach.
Absolutely.
I said, Jamie Dixon's only better than me on 2 days out of the month. I said, that's the 1st and the 15th. I said, the 1st and the 15th, he's a lot better than me.
That paycheck come in. That paycheck.
The other 29 days, I'll take my guys. We want to be
exactly. I respect that. Hey, coach. Man, I respect, man. Your stories hit so close to home, man. With me, with what I was dealing with at VB man. And one of the reasons I wanted to coach at HBCU, that guy up there at the top of the screen named Coach KB put a lot of pressure on me once Deion Sanders left and left Jackson State and went to Colorado. And I was just talking on a couple of podcasts and did some lives on how HBCUs get funded compared to PWIs, and a lot of people didn't understand why they child, even when they're an athlete, they got to fill out their financial aid because of how and it's not the HBCU's fault, it's how NCAA actually governs the HBCUs and everything else. So with that being said, let me ask you this real quick. I want you to highlight some of your players that's on your team for this year. You know what I mean? Give them some shout outs on what they do on the court for you and how they contribute to the team and everything. Who's your captain?
Man, Coach, you get me talking about my guys, Coach. Man. We're gonna be on here a while, man.
Hey, Coach, real quick.
Yeah.
The Jamie Dixon story. I knew you had better scores because the Jamie Dixon story that you was talking about. Jamie Dixon teams usually have trouble scoring. So if your guys can score, I knew you could beat him. I just wanted to share that because that's what I see from what I see. Go ahead, Coach. I ain't being interrupted.
So yeah, you were breaking up a little bit, but you were asking about Jamie Dixon, right?
Yeah, I was saying that the one thing I know about Jamie Dixon teams, they have trouble scoring. So if your guys could score, I knew you was in good shape to beat him, and that's one of the reasons why you probably beat him. But go ahead, Coach.
He was Jamie Dixon's a great coach, and this team is always physical. They're great defensively, but man, we jump off the porch every game,
right?
So they try to bully us a little bit, and they were, I think this team might have been, to be honest with you, down a little bit because he left right after that, went to TCU. We had been there a while, but hey, Pitt is Pitt, right. And our guys went into that game thinking they were the better team. We thought we were the better team against Wichita State. They had 2 pros, Van Fleet and Baker, and we thought we was a better team against Nebraska. We thought we was a better team against Colorado. So, we had some injuries during the year, but I like those type of games, those type of challenges. I really do.
Yeah, me too as well. Yeah. But yeah, Coach, go ahead. Yeah, talk about your team this year, man. What your guys on your team? Who's your captains, man?
So I'm gonna start with a guy named DeAnthony Pennington, which is crazy because we talked about the portal earlier. So I got DeAnthony Pennington on the team. He's from Kansas City, Missouri. So I'm a Chiefs fan. My wife's from Kansas City, so we're all Chiefs fans. Shout out to Deborah Taylor. She's over there in Durham, hanging out with the grands. So
Got you.
over there with Monique Jowers and company and Jordan and Pooh. So Jackson. So DeAnthony Penn is number 11. He's our point guard. It's crazy because him and Steve Dully, who graduated last year, I coached their AAU coach in college. So I coached him at Northern Illinois. He's from Chicago. And his name is Pip Dukes. And he's from In the Gym. He got an AAU program out there in Kansas City called In the Gym. So he sent me two really good players. DP is the kind of our emotional guy, leader. He does a great job for us. He can score it. He can defend it. He's only a junior. He's got a lot of good basketball left in him. I think he had 23 on Monday night. We just beat Clark. They were ranked. I think they were top 25. We just beat them Monday night.
Okay.
And then we come down to Martez Jones, who's a local guy. He's from BTW High School right here in Tuskegee. He's from Macon County. He's from the 4-6. So I recruited him for 2 years, and I used to go watch him play football. He was a tight end. They put him, he's 6'7", jump out the world. And they would get in the red zone, just throw it up in the air to him. So I used to go out there and watch him play football and recruit him for a couple of years. And it was funny, me and my assistant coach, Coach Sims is at Mississippi Valley State. We would go watch him play, and he'd be like, "Yeah, Coach, I'm going to go to either Michigan or Michigan State," because he says he's from Detroit. But and then my assistant coach was like, "Coach, does that make you mad?" I said, "That Negro gonna be right over there with us." I said, I've been doing this long enough to know that he's not Michigan or Michigan State, although he might be now because he's playing his tail off. He's averaging about 15 and 12 in league, shooting about 70% from the floor, getting a couple of blocks a game. Really mature, is growing up. And then we got Kasami Draper, who's only a sophomore out of Atlanta. He's my starting four. He's from New York via Atlanta. He's got a huge upside, 6'8". He's averaging about 14 and 6, 13 and 6. Then I got a young man that's becoming eligible now. His name is Kevin Sesbury. He's a JUCO kid. He's out of Atlanta, played for Rockbridge out of Atlanta. He becomes eligible now. He's going to be a good addition to us. And I got Chip Culpepper from.
What up? We can't hear you.
You muted. You went mute, Coach. You went mute.
Coach, we can't hear you.
All right, so hold on while we got a little bit of technical difficulties real quick, because I don't think Coach just talking away.
I think somebody called his phone. Yeah.
So let's do this.
Yeah, you're going to have to drop him out. Hold on. We can't hear you, Coach. We can't hear you. Mark, you can't see my hand on this, but you know. Nah.
One of the most fundamental and far-reaching deeds that has been accomplished during the last quarter of a century has been that by which the Negro has been helped to find himself and to learn the secrets of civilization. To learn that there are a few simple cardinal principles upon which a race must start its upward course, unless it would fail, and its last estate be worse than its first. It has been necessary for the Negro to learn the difference between being worked and working. To learn that being worked meant degradation, while working means civilization. That all forms of labor are honorable, and all forms of idleness disgraceful. It has been necessary for him to learn that all races that have got upon their feet have done so largely by laying an economic foundation, and in general by beginning in a proper cultivation and ownership of the soil.
All right.
You got me back?
Yeah, we got you back now. They just wanted that.
Tiger Woods. Gotta get the Tiger Woods on when you come back.
So who did I leave off with? Who was the last person you heard?
I think you said somebody that was from New York via
the guy from New York.
Yeah, Kasami Draper. Yeah, Kasami Draper, 6'8", out of Atlanta, just a sophomore, got a huge upside. I got two more. I got two more bigs out of Atlanta. Evan Howell, 6'9". He's a good player for us. Amir Boyce is just a freshman, 6'9", out of Atlanta. So I got good size up front. And my wings are Chip Culpepper out of Birmingham. Good player for us, great defender. Yeah, can make shots. Chris Mickens is a freshman. He's starting for us. He's can really shoot it. He's coming into his own. And then I got my son Austin Taylor. He's my point guard, backup point guard. He's playing well for us. I should have been saying these guys majors when I brought them up because that's what's most impressive about these young men.
Right.
And then I got some more young guys. C.J. Whitmore, Christopher Whitmore, out of he went to Tucker High School in Atlanta. Yeah. So he's here, and then I got Bryce Cummings from Florida, and I got Julian Watson from Louisiana, and I think that rounds everybody out. I don't think I'm missing anybody. If I do, they're gonna be mad at me. But I think I think. But I got 14 guys, and we're adding 2 here at the break. So. We'll be 16 deep, and
now let me ask you this: do you got 14? You got 14 basketball players, or do you got 14 players? Just guys that's on the team. You got 14 basketball players.
No. I don't like no bad basketball around me. So
so
they all.
So you got basketball players.
Yeah.
You got basketball players.
But if they not, I make sure they can help us in some way. Like I got. I don't mind putting any of my guys in the game.
Got you. Let me ask you this: what's your style of play? What's your style of play? If you was recruiting me right now, Coach, how would I come and play for you?
I'm a defensive-minded coach, which I know is hard for a lot of you guys a lot of young guys to understand.
No, man, I'm defensive player of the year, so we can talk.
I'm a defensive-minded coach, and I was at Hawaii. We led the country in steals. When I was at Chicago State, we led the country in steals. We had 3. When I was at Hawaii, we had 3 games where we had over 20 steals in a game.
Jeez.
Yeah, and
That's
I have
unheard
not
of.
been able to. Yeah, I have not been able to play like that here. But I still am a defensive-minded coach. I'm pretty. Offensively, I think I like to pick on guys. I like to figure out mismatches and get a system where guys can, force mismatches and then go to work, whether it be a ball screen or slip or something like that.
Gotcha.
I just think it's according to who you're playing. We can play fast, we can play slow. We don't mind playing in the low 50s. We don't mind playing in the mid 70s, depending on. But we need to defend. Our first 2 games of the year, we were horrible. I was trying to do too much. I was trying to play big. I was trying to play, those teams have 4 guards on the floor. I'm out there with 6'9", 6'8", and they got pick and pop 4s out there. So I learned my lesson. I told them after the first week, I said, guys, this is all on me. This ain't.
Hey, I like you, Coach. I like you. I like you so much. You just tapped your chest. You know what? That was my fault, y'all.
I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. So,
hey, I'm coming to play for you. You just told me I'm coming to play for you, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm coming to play for you. So
ever since the first weekend, we've had a chance to win every game.
Right.
And we're getting better at finishing.
Now, Coach, I ask you, because you've been on both platforms, what's the difference of coaching PWI or D1 and D2 and HBCU? What's the difference?
Man, you want me to be honest?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so listen. This is what I preach to my team every year. I do not want to be a good HBCU team. I want to be a good team. I want to be disciplined. I want to be structured. I want to be, it's just different. Like when you run down the sideline at the HBCU and a student is just running down with you after you make a 3, or just the atmosphere is different. But we still got to be solid on the floor. When I got here, they was throwing behind the back passes, no look passes. I mean, I spent a whole month trying to get them a jump stop.
Right.
you
Wow.
know, and play fundamentally sound basketball. Because I don't want
Absolutely.
to. I want to win our league. I want to win the conference tournament. But like I'm trying to be. I want to be as good as our brand. Our brand is national, right? So I
Right.
want to be national. We cannot go outside of our region or go to our region and play loose basketball. We got to be
Right.
fundamentally sound. That's why our conference is so good. We've got really good coaches. We play really good basketball. We play sound basketball, and that's the difference that I see is that basketball is basketball, irregardless of color. And I don't want to
Yeah.
get into, man. I just want to be. I don't think Tuskegee said I just want to be a good HBCU school. We're a national brand. You know,
Absolutely.
we can cross the aisle. So we got to do that in basketball as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's some of the challenges of coaching at the HBCU? What's your main challenge in coaching at the HBCU?
Well, I think for me, in our region, we're in a region. We're the only HBCU in our region. So, those guys go to summer school.
Wow.
So they get that 2 months of summer school to kind of jail.
Right.
It's like Division 1. There's other
Right.
regions in our league, in our region, other conferences in our region. They're like Division 1. So
Okay.
that's a hindrance. Those kids get to keep their Pell Grants,
Wow.
and they get to go to summer school. That's a huge difference. They
Right.
I
So
would say, go ahead.
go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it, Coach. Go ahead and say it.
Well,
Is it financially?
I would say that's the biggest difference. I say that's the
Financially.
biggest difference. Hey, but
Right.
I went to a PWI,
Right.
so
Right.
I have more of a connection here than the school I actually played for. I got my undergrad and master's at.
Right.
So there are some things that we have that they don't have,
Absolutely.
and I just try to build. I try to build on those. So like we might not be here for summer school, but we're gonna
Right.
go make $30 an hour this summer.
Right. Gotcha.
We're
Right.
gonna go get a relocation package. We're
Right.
gonna go, like when you graduate, you're gonna have 2 or 3 different options for jobs. So like, just to try to get them to, like, Thursday night at 7 o'clock, it don't matter if they went to summer school or not. And we didn't.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that don't matter. Let's
Yep.
play.
I got about 3 kids I'm getting ready to send to you right now because I know you're going to take care of them as a man. You're going to make them a man, and they're going to get some great jobs after they graduate. And
Man,
KB's son is one of them.
my staff, and my family, we're gonna pour into them, and all we ask they do is pour into each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Person first, academic second, basketball is third here.
So
I
real
respect
quick,
And if you
coach.
have me on another show, I'll explain that to you in detail.
Yeah,
All right.
so real quick, coach.
Yeah.
Why is that your premise for your program? Because every coach has their premise and what they want to entail in their kids. What is that? Why is that? Why are you standing on that? And what is your approach with that? And why did you come in with that kind of premise?
Well, I had to grow into this. It used to be basketball, right? So,
Okay.
I had to grow into this. But I think the first 2 things, person and academics, is the hardest 2 things for these young people to do nowadays. Basketball comes easy. So why are we going to make that the number 1 priority?
Absolutely.
How you spending your time? What are you doing with your time management? How you living? Who you hanging with? I don't want to see a girl at the game Thursday night and you introduce me to her, and then you introduce me to another girl on Saturday. Like, I don't, that's why I try to have my wife on road trips where they can see how you're supposed to treat a woman, and how you're supposed to treat, how I treat my son who's on the team and my grandkids, my family. This is we're really a family. So being a good person helps you when you get to the floor, because now you living right, you sleeping right, you eating right, you're and then with academics, we know that's hard. That don't come natural to a lot of guys. If we got an 8 o'clock practice, man, they up at 6:37, they getting treatment, they getting tape. If they got an 8 o'clock class, they gonna wake up at 7:45, throw some mouthwash in, wash their face, and go to class. So the first 2 things, if I could get them doing that at a high level, when they come to me from a basketball standpoint, Man, they're like a sponge. Their mind is free. They're locked in on what we're trying to do. They're not worrying about, am I eligible? Man, can coach me the alcohol on me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now I don't expect them to be perfect, and I know they're gonna make mistakes. But we spend most of our time talking about. Me and my staff spend most time talking about person, academics, and then basketball.
Absolutely. I respect it. I tell my players all the time that I can watch your basketball game and I can learn a lot about your regular life. The decisions you make on the basketball court is the same decisions that you're making when you're off the court. The people that you hang with throwing balls into traffic when you know a guy double team and stuff like that is the same bad decisions you're making off the court when you know you're not supposed to be with these guys, but you're going anyway, and you know you got like all them decisions run over, and you're the same person on the court that you are off the court. So I respect that a lot.
I don't believe in disconnects.
Right. Right.
If you see a guy at work on your job and he's a jerk, his wife a jerk too.
Yeah. Technically.
Yeah. If you see a good person, they probably going home to a good person.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, coach. So, coaches, before we KB and J, before we go to speed round, y'all got any more questions for Coach?
Not right now.
I got
a lot.
Speed round? What we
yeah, we got speed round for you. But before we go into the speed round, I want to talk about because I never been to Tuskegee, right? But when you walk on that campus, the aura, like the energy, like could you?
I want to invite.
Yeah. I gotta get that.
Because what I was saying earlier, Coach, it's like we formed this union with the goal in mind to specifically help the athletic departments of HBCUs. We understand that the athletic departments fund the schools, right? So with us knowing that, and us on our foundation where we are as fathers and coaches in life, like I said, when I researched Tuskegee, I'm like, damn, this brother had them build the school from the dirt that they were standing on. So, he made them like they built their whole school. You understand? Where Fisk University had to go out and get money for their school, but he was creating innovators right there, teaching them everything that we say years later. We need to be farming. We need to be in charge of our own food and vegetables and stuff like that. And me not being a country boy, a city boy, I don't know nothing about farming. But when I moved to Oklahoma, the first thing I said was, man, I got to learn this dirt. I got to learn this soil. I got to learn how to plant crops, right? So just being there and walking on that campus, tell us about that energy and that aura and the prestige. That's what I'm going to talk, the prestige that the students might have.
So we have, I don't know if you know this, we're the largest university in the country, acreage-wise.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that.
We're the only university that's a national historical site.
Seen that, yep. Wow.
So I'm gonna start with those two things. When I came on my interview, a guy named Jasper Cox rode me around, and I didn't say this to him, but man, when I entered the gates, when I passed by the Oaks where he lived, where Booker T. Washington lived, it was right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
When I got on campus, I could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I could feel the I could feel the hollow ground. I could feel that there was something special.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Booker T. Washington is buried under an oak tree right here on campus.
Wow.
And his descendants.
Wow.
It's right outside the chapel. It's right across from our conference center on campus. It's right in the middle of campus. It's right by the statue. He's buried on campus. Like, and I if you look at I've been a lot of places.
Right.
But man, I think this is my last stop. I hope that this is my last stop. I'm able to coach uninhibited. I'm able to teach lessons.
Right.
I'm
like
able to I'm able to affect these young men in a way that I don't feel like I was able to at other schools.
You be yourself.
You know, we had a situation where with a business here in town where I literally, when they did something wrong to my kid, I literally couldn't contain myself. I had to walk up in there and I almost got arrested. Like Tuskegee itself, the town it's a happy marriage because this is like Rosewood. I mean, we
Right.
I mean, we black over here.
Right.
And
Right.
my wife's a city girl. She moved down here from Laurel. Like she's
Okay.
like, I know if something happened in Tuskegee, it's gonna be because I did something wrong, not because of the color of my skin.
Right.
We have a great community. We have a great university. It is a powerful place. I've been here 5 years and I'm continuing to learn things about Tuskegee University, its history and things of that nature. And I'm proud to be a part of Mother Tuskegee. And, you know, my son was in high school when I first got here. My other son was at Morehouse as a freshman. On our first homecoming, my son was a junior in high school. He looked at me and said, Dad, I'm coming here. My daughter was like 11 or 12 at the time. She's 15. She still lives in Hawaii with her mom. She's a brilliant student. She's like, I mean, she's probably going to come here. Like, you can't deny, I mean, all HBCUs have their story, but you cannot deny the history and the story here at Tuskegee.
Right.
You just, you got chills, man, talking about that.
You just enlighten us, and you just made us have fire in our belly from that presentation.
And whereas we have our shortcomings like any PWI, any other HBCU, there's still some intrinsic values that you can get here that you can't get nowhere else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because from me doing my research, you know, from back in the day, that's where the white man came and got the employees. He came and got everybody from Tuskegee because they was well gifted, well crafted, and well taught. So me learning that, I'm like,
They still doing it. Like I got 8 out of 9 guys had paid internships. I mean, that's not a coincidence.
Right.
They at Tuskegee.
Right.
You know. And they're making good money.
Wow.
Sometimes I feel like asking my son to borrow $20. I mean, yeah.
We lost her.
Yeah. Somebody probably called his phone though, man. Man, that was good. Hey, man, he gave me chill. Hey, we gotta get. After we get off of this, man, we gotta have a talk, man. We gotta really have a talk. Something that was thinking that we need to do coming into next year. So we're gonna have buddy.
I think I already got it in my head. I
was thinking about this like 2 weeks ago because I wanted to do it when I started the Pro Football League. But yeah, buddy, it might have been just for us. It might have been for us.
That's what it was for. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff was by accident.
Yeah, it's
at all.
Hey, I could feel him. I could feel him trying to describe that aura of Booker T being buried under the oak tree, and he couldn't really find the words. The English language don't have the words to really describe that feeling. And I've been there before when you go on prestigious ground of our ancestors, and it's just an aura to take. This is what pushes me to do this, man. This is what pushes us to do this, man, and everything else. And we definitely, it's small, but we definitely making a difference. We can't even really understand or fathom what difference we making right now. And I could feel it, I could see it.
Yeah. And fellas, what we don't realize is we're opening up things that we never will open up before, right? And going down this path is really not only going to enlighten us because we're helping because our goal is to help these HBCUs become prominent, right?
Right.
But these stories that we're going to have on these interviews are life-changing, right?
Right.
Because when people go back and listen to that and hear the passion from Coach Taylor about Tuskegee, that makes kids want to go to Tuskegee. So we opening up doors as well. Not only getting information and helping these programs, we open up doors, and this is going to be seen by other kids that's going to be inspired by that.
Right. I'm gonna recall my man Trey Scott and get him down to Tuskegee.
He called me last night like, all right, class over, but I'm going home. I'm going home for Christmas holidays, all right? I was like, I said, for real, class over? He said, yeah, I took my last exam today. I said, all right.
Send him to Tuskegee.
Yeah, send him down to Tuskegee with Coach
Yeah, we're going to send him to Tuskegee, man. Like, look, you're going to have a great job with the
graduate. Because it's like the person, education, then basketball. Because if you get the person and the education together, because that's the people struggle, basketball is easy because they played it all their lives. So I like the fact that he put those things first, and he's getting his kids internships and teaching them about life. So that's very vital and important. And usually you don't get that. So for him to say that is just so powerful.
Man, he said 8 out of 9 kids on this team get internships, man. It's amazing.
Paid. But Duncan, you forgot paid internships.
Paid internships, yeah. Paid internships.
And that was one of the things when I was researching the school, right? When I noticed, when I read that that this is what he was doing. He was making them the blacksmith, the tailors, the architects and things like that. And they said that, the slave master was coming back and getting them as the workers, and they pretty much ran the industrial business. Even it said even when they needed somebody to come handle the milk, and they start teaching about how to handle milk and cows and stuff down there, so they could go out. And one thing that he said, man, it was deep when I was looking at it. They said that you had more people when he came north, he was upset that more of the women were into astrology and all the other things and not into learning the things where they could actually get a job at, learning and taking home and things like that, and how men was doing other things and not actually using their brute and things where they could get hired at, right? And you look at it in today, when he said they still do come there to get the kids, it was like that was. It was like Tuskegee was the pecking farm. So now I understand why they went down there and started testing them the same way like how they did in Baltimore with lead.
Right. They were trying to figure out what these kids got differently. Why are they so skilled and everything else, man? It's crazy, man, when you start hitting this research, man.
And we ain't even touched the airmen yet. I specifically said we ain't even got to talk about the Tuskegee Airmen because that's what they talk about. That's what everybody gonna know. But just to know that they made the brick, they made the actual brick to build the buildings.
But see, all these colleges, all these HBCUs, right, are going to have stories, right? It's right. To us, and this is going to be, because what we don't realize is we're really doing something that's more powerful than we believe. We can't even see.
Right. No, I think we know what we're doing. We know we're doing. Hold on. Let me. That was a little tease right there.
Just a little tease. Just a little tease. Hey, so Coach, let me break this down to you for real quick. So what we're doing is about 8 years ago, and I'm just going to give you the brief, the little quick summary of it. About 8 years ago, I've been a March Madness fan since I was a kid, right? And I think it's the greatest sporting event on the planet.
No doubt.
It's so unpredictable. You never see anybody get their bracket together. But I always had a problem because when it was the field of 64, when they first started with the field of 64, and then when they went to 68, I said, all right, they went to 68, 4 more teams going to make it. But the crazy part of it is still only 2 of our HBCUs is really represented in that field of 68. So we really didn't benefit from being in the field of 68, right? So I thought about 8 years ago, I did some work with NAIA, and they was teaching me about how all the HBCUs was NAIA before they went to NCAA. But anyway, so I said, you know, I started dreaming up and drawing up. I said, what would happen if we can create a March Madness type of tournament just for all our HBCUs? Right. And so when I came on the platform, I told you when Deion Sanders left Jackson, and I started talking about how that was a big mistake for it, like really pushed our culture back a little bit from that, because everybody gonna start doing the same thing. And so KB got on me and Jay, and we got on the podcast and got to talking about it, and I broke it down and I explained to him about how the funding comes into a HBCU, rather PWI. And I said, I got a way that we can fix this. And they said, yeah. I said, let's talk off the air. And so I gave them my spiel about, let's create a HBCU March Madness style tournament, and we're gonna call it Family Reunion. And so this year we decided, because that's exactly what you was describing when you said you was there, you're not prohibited, you can coach the way you want to coach because you're around family. You're around family. And so we call this Family Reunion. We're going to bring all the HBCUs together. This year, we're doing 16 men team, 16 women team. And that's why we send out the invitation to you guys. It's in Cherokee, North Carolina, and Cherokee Casinos this year. We got everybody under the same roof. It's all inclusive for the team. Only thing you got to pay for is your travel. And we're giving guarantees to teams that's showing up and is playing. We got 8 days of straight basketball. We're gonna play down to what we call the underground trail to Harriet's 4, and then the Harriet Tubman Freedom Championship.
Hey, that's a great name. That is a great name, great idea, great philosophy, and I mean, you know, we're excited to be, you know, to possibly be a part of it.
Absolutely.
You
inspired us today, bro.
Yeah. I gotta give a disclaimer though, right? Because Duncan talk about when we was on, and I rode him hard. I was all with Prime leaving. Yeah, I mean, I was like, hey man, better opportunity. You know, I was looking at it as the glass half full, right? But I gotta say, last week I listened to an interview last week. And some people might not like this, man, but I listened to Charleston White interview about HBCU last week, right? And I had to call Duncan and tell him, "Hey, bro, you was right. I changed my stance.
If you can get past Charleston White's delivery,
right,
it was deep,
and his language. Like my parents used to tell me when they get mad at me, and listen to what I'm saying, not how I'm saying.
Not how I'm saying it, right?
I grew up on that. My mother used to say, baby, it's not what you say, but how you say it. And I used to say, I ain't sugarcoating shit. But I learned, as I got older, I learned to sugarcoat stuff. I learned, as my father used to say, you better pick your battles wisely. Pick and choose your battles wisely. So I learned that, well, if I just don't say it this way, they didn't get upset.
So I can't be mad at Deion.
I'm not.
No, I can't be mad at him. I do, you know, anybody on this call would go from making 600,000 to 30 million.
Right.
You know, I don't know all the ins and outs. I know some things happen at Jackson. I do know when they say how many people was out, because we played Jackson State in basketball.
Right. Okay.
The night before they had game day there, and they played Southern the next day. And when I looked at the tally of the tickets that were sold, I said, "Ain't no way," because I know Deion was getting a part of the gate.
Right.
So
supposed to get part of the gate.
Supposed to. That number never got over the number where he's supposed to get it, from what I understand.
Right.
So I do. I think he did about all he could do at Jackson, and everybody wants to. You know, with me, with my background, you know, I wouldn't go now. Like, I just think that, you know, he hasn't been coaching very long, so he wants to try his hand. He wants to try his hand at that.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I respect that.
And tribute to Jackson State, they did everything for him. I mean, they made that a great job for him, you know. And my thing when he left is I hope they do the new coach the same way.
Right.
You know, and I don't really, you know, you don't hear about it, but you know.
That's what I took from that interview, right? And I like I said, I was all for Dion leaving. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, you get better opportunity, better facility, everything that you're crying for that you don't need, right? But what I understood now that, and it just doubled back to what we doing. That it's going to take us, it's going to take all of us to make that change, to make change.
One of the biggest mistakes we make in our community is we like to count other people's money.
Right. I ain't pocket watching.
He don't need to go to Colorado. He got plenty of money.
Right. That's what people say.
I mean, but 600 over 3 million compared to 30 million.
Like, let's be technical. He was giving half of his salary back to the school. See, I'm not on this money. I'm not on this money. Like, he can move. I'm not upset. I just understand that what Coach Otto Taylor bring to Tuskegee, the next man might not, right? And all that energy, all that Jackson State, that I know when you was there the day before game day, I know it was electric. And that's what actually left when he left. That's what added that to the culture. The culture was already there. If the culture was already there. Tell him stop calling you. Hold on. Yeah, you gotta unmute. You gotta unmute.
We can hear you.
Unmute it. Yeah, they gotta. We know they calling you. You probably had to leave out and come back. Yeah, fix the mic and everything. But hey, shout out to Prime. I've been watching you over at Buffalo. Shout out to Jackson State.
Yeah, shout out to Prime, man. Hey, look, I love what he's doing at Buffalo. I told you Buffalo. You know, Colorado was my favorite school growing up, so I love what he's doing at Colorado, man. And I'm about freedom. I'm about freeing us and freedom.
There you go, Coach.
So, let me see, Coach, can we hear you? Talk.
Nope, not yet. Not yet. So, but what I'm going to say is one thing we ain't saying. I haven't seen Jackson State on ESPN like we used to see him all the time last year. You know, all that stuff like that.
That's what people don't realize is Prime brings things with him.
Right.
Because Prime brings things with him. That's why they was on that national stage.
Right.
And that's what a good coach that has the kind of experience and the stuff that he has with him will bring with him everywhere he goes. Because you see what Colorado was not on the forefront, even though they didn't play that well this year. Look at all that exposure they got.
Right.
Because it's about Prime.
Right. Coach, you there? Can we hear you, Coach?
So look, leave out the studio and then come back in. Yeah. Right. So they so like I said, I just understood that, and I understand that like we could take this and go do it at a high school, what we're doing or something like that, but we understand that it's the HBCUs that need it. Right. That was and I know that's what you was hitting on back then, Duncan, when you were saying I just wasn't trying to hear it. Yeah, I mean, it just took for somebody to say it another way.
I told you it was like this. It was like watching a movie. Remember watching Django? And remember when he was walking towards the house when he was looking for his wife, that she was in that little hot pit and everything. Right. So when I seen Prime at Jackson, I'm gonna tell you this how, because when I see things, I see movies. I see it as a movie. When I seen Prime at Jackson, it was like Prime was walking towards the big house and there was a bunch of slaves in the basement. And he was like, they was banging on the wall, like, yeah, we get ready to get free. He's exposing things. He's showing us, you know, how the money is coming through the HBCU, because he kept on saying, where the money at? But he didn't understand that when the money comes into an HBCU, it goes in the municipal pot. It doesn't come in like when it does in the PWI. And then if the art department need an upgrade, it comes out of that municipal pot, the same way where your kid's scholarship money is. at the same time. So he was getting ready, like people banging on the wall, like, he get ready to be dead. Bro, I'm coming. We dancing and everything in the basement, like, yo, we get ready to get free. We get ready to go out. They get ready to release the HBCUs. They get ready to release us. And then somebody said, hey, Dion, hey, let me show you something over here. And as he walked into the house, he like turned around and walked away. And everybody like, no, come this way. Come this way. We almost free. And then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, we back to where we was, 40, 50, 100 years ago.
Let me ask you this, though. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can.
Let me ask you this. What Jackson State did, he was there, 3 years?
Yep.
So what other HBCU for football has tried to do what he did? So like, if Dion would have stayed there 10 more years, some schools just ain't going to do that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So my thing was, he did all he could do. I done showed you the blueprint. So now I got to stay here and, Pound Bluff ain't going to do it. Mississippi Valley ain't going to, like, if I gave you the blueprint,
right,
and you can hire somebody, not me, but you can hire somebody and give them the same resources as me if you want to do this.
Right.
Bottom line is, some of our schools just don't want to, they don't want to do that.
Right.
They gotta want to.
Absolutely right.
And we learned
like that. They don't want to invest.
But we learned it. What we learned is some people, the money might be in the municipal pot, but it's also in some pockets too. So
yeah,
we ain't special. Hey, we got to talk offline.
Yeah. Right. We ain't even gonna do that to VUL up here. So stop that. So anyway, hey, no, Coach, let us get you off here, man. Look, man, this has been a wonderful interview. I want to give you the speed round real quick, or whatever. We got a speed round real quick. So I'll ask you 10 questions. It's either this one or the other one, and we just off the top of your head you go off it. So
let's do it.
So just researching some places you've been at, and I'm listening to the interview. So if you had to do it again, would you pick to go back to Hawaii or do Chicago?
Hawaii, man. Weather's unbelievable, man. Weather. and they broke me off out there, man. I go to Hawaii, man. Great place to raise a family too. My 808 family, man. Love you guys. I love Chicago too, but 808, man, is tough. Tough.
He emphasized on that, though. I know. So
he was Coach, he was up there on 60. He was up there on 63rd. No block. Let me find out.
No. I stayed on 95th and King Drive about as far as I went, dog.
Okay. Hey, when we talk about shooters, man, would you pick a Steph Curry or Reggie Miller?
I'm gonna go Reggie Miller because of his size, but I don't think Reggie shoots the ball as good as Steph. But if you 6'7" and can shoot it like that, you're a problem.
Oh, so you said Reggie, right?
Yeah,
like KD
too.
Yeah, like KD. That's a problem.
I played against Steph Dad when he
was at Virginia Tech.
Okay. Right. Virginia Tech. Well, I was on the bench, but but yeah, Johnny Newman and those guys played against him. I did.
This ain't personal. You ain't pick Reggie because it's personal, did you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Hey, because now that I see what LeBron went through with the coach, what's his name? Duque? That's his name, the coach?
Man,
over there.
He go sit down somewhere. He made it go sit down somewhere.
And then I looked at all the clips when Bron was busting his ass. I was like, okay, this must be personal. I looked at it, he spanked you for 10 years. So now, okay, all right. But go ahead, all right.
Hey, here we go. We got the Bulls with 70 wins or Golden State with that 70 wins. Which one you going with? 70 wins Bulls, 70 wins Golden State. What team better?
Golly, boy, y'all got some hard questions. I'm going to Bulls.
Bulls, 70 win Bulls. Hey,
I'm from North Carolina, man. I'm from North
Carolina. I know.
Hey,
gotta go with Mike.
So my high school is the same conference as Jordan's old high school, Laney.
Okay.
When I played.
Okay.
So I didn't play against. I'm younger, but you know, MJ is the GOAT, but man, people need to get off this LeBron bashing, man.
That's one of the questions in here. All right, here we go. You a coach, so you a man guy or you a zone guy?
Man,
okay. Here we go. Jordan or LeBron. We already know what your answer is.
Look at him. See, he had to wipe the sweat. He knows. Look.
Listen, if we was on Drink Champs, I had to take this shot. I'm gonna go MJ with a caveat. I'm gonna go MJ. I think if MJ had the pressure that LeBron had, I don't know if MJ would have been MJ though.
Okay, I respect that.
I like that.
I'm gonna go MJ to go, but LeBron's a bad man.
And he is. I ain't even gonna take that from him. Hey,
hold on real quick, Doug. Hey, Coach, I want to throw this in there, right? Because I feel the same. Why not Magic though?
Great point. I just think if you're the number one scorer and top 5 in assists, and you see what he did last night.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nobody doing that.
Damn near 40.
I mean, ain't nobody doing that. I mean,
right.
Like it just. I mean, I'm a big Magic Johnson guy. Magic saved the NBA.
Right.
Magic, he changed the NBA.
Right.
Magic and Bird changed the NBA. They was done till them boys came through.
Right.
And I remember watching Indiana State versus Michigan State in the Final Four.
Right.
Huddled up in the living room with my dad, watching Bird and Magic, and I'm telling you right now, you know who I was pulling for.
Right.
Them brothers up there in Michigan State.
Absolutely. Even though you got a chance to coach at Indiana State a little bit, Dale.
Yes, I did. That's a great.
Now you still there?
He gonna have to leave back. Somebody called them again.
Yeah. Gotta do the Tiger Woods again.
Yeah, so what I was saying to KB, what I was saying the other day is, why are we comparing LeBron to Jordan? Because
two different positions.
Jordan is a killer. LeBron is a more athletic Magic Johnson. You compare Jordan to Kobe because those are two killers. Right. And LeBron would rather assist and play the game how it's supposed to be playing, opposed to score 50 points.
And two different positions, so their roles are different.
LeBron is a more athletic Magic to me because Magic was a pass first guy.
But nobody got more clutch buckets than Bron. So when we judge,
if I played for 21 years, I have more clutch buckets too.
Exactly.
Let's stop with the longevity argument. Let's stop with the longevity argument. Yeah. We ain't gonna do the longevity argument because I'll be honest with you. Like, who do I want my son to emulate LeBron?
Okay. Right.
Who I want my son to follow? LeBron.
Gotcha.
Because when we was coaching, we ain't want our kids shooting like Kobe. I bitched a whole lot of dudes that cross half court and shot like stuff.
But see, here's the problem though. A lot of people don't want to admit what Jordan did his first 3 or 4 or 5 years and what Kobe did his first 3 or 4 or 5 years. LeBron ain't never had no years like that.
Right.
Like
people say 6 for 6 with Jordan, but they don't remember him getting swept.
Right. Well, we remember that. We remember.
No, you don't. No, nobody talking
we
about
remember?
that.
I do.
I do. Remember when he scored 63 and still lost.
But see,
I remember all of that.
What I respect though, hold up, coach. This is what I respect though, man. I respect a man to stay somewhere and get it right.
Stop.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
Check this out. Do you think he would have stayed with the Bulls if the collective bargaining was the way it is now? No. He would have left and got more money.
Right.
He stayed there because he had to.
Different time. Right.
He stayed there because he had to, not because he has some big moral clause or compass or whatever.
And I respect that. I respect that, but he was still there. You know what I mean?
But also, he was getting so much money from that shoe deal that it didn't even matter. For real.
Right.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if the collective bargaining would have been the same way, none of them dudes would have stayed in the same place. Magic Johnson signed a $25 million, 25-year deal. Come on now.
Right. I got you. Right.
He'd have played for 3 or 4 different teams.
Right. Right.
That's
all right, hold on. Let's finish this out. Here we go. We on 6. Wide open jump shot or crossover to the basket. Which one?
Wide open jump shot.
All right. You Nike or Under Armour guy?
Nike.
All right. If you got guys behind you,
you Under Armour. You Under Armour from Baltimore. I get it.
No. You see, I'm rocking Adidas right now. I need to hide that though. hey, but look, if you playing, and you got 2 guys behind you, who you picking? You picking the rebound for you, Charles Barkley, or you got Ben Wallace?
Rebound and Ben Wallace.
I got a good one for you. Gap band or cool in the game?
Ooh. That's drink champs. That's a shot. Cool in the game.
Cool in the game. Ladies night. I know that's right. Last one, man. Arkansas 40 minutes of hell or UNLV running rebels with Larry Johnson?
I'm gonna go Arkansas 40 minutes of hell because
defensive guy.
I think they did my man wrong down the stretch, but yeah, I'm gonna go Arkansas.
Yeah, 40 minutes of hell. They did do Coach wrong.
Although that Vegas team was excellent and maybe start getting bigger shorts. But that them in Michigan, man, made us start getting bigger short. That was that, man, Coach. Hey, man, I think this was you really inspired me today, man. We need an invitation. We need an invitation to come down to a Tuskegee game, man. We want to be on the sideline running up and down the side when a guy hit a 3-point shot. But the biggest thing, I think we want to be down among family, man, and be able to feel that aura. Our last game, the ball rolled into the front row, and one of the students grabbed it, stepped on the floor, and shot a deep 3, and almost went in.
We need some atmospheres like that.
The other coach was like, tech. I was like, come on, man. I tell you what, if he'd have made it, I'd have went and put a uniform on him.
Coach, do y'all have the capabilities of streaming or broadcasting y'all games?
Yeah, the Golden Tiger Sports Networks. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, we stream our games. Man, I tell you, I'm serious. I want y'all to come down. Man, I want y'all to try to come down next semester, man. We're gonna do something with y'all.
Okay.
Let's do something like a podcast from here or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say we could set it up like it's a game day. You know what I mean?
Like it's a game day, and we got we got all. We're in conference now, so all the games gonna be packed.
Okay.
And then next fall, you got to come down for homecoming.
Oh yeah, we definitely be there. That's an invite on you. We hanging with you the whole time.
Yeah. We
hang with you the whole time, man.
We're gonna do it big. We're gonna do it big.
Man, definitely be looking out for the invitation.
Bring your wives too, man, because you know
I have one.
Okay, we'll find you one, man.
I'll bring my wife, man. I'll bring my wife.
My wife, man, she do her women's version of homecoming. I do, you know, we smoke sticks, man, and hang out, and of course, you know, the bros, we get out and do our thing, man. But y'all got to come next homecoming. Y'all missing it, man. Y'all missing it. I know y'all heard about ENT and all that,
right,
and all that, but man, they can't mess with us. They can't.
I know that's right. Hey, Coach, anybody you want to shout out before we get off this air, man?
Man, I just want to shout out, man. First of all, I want to shout you guys out, man. Anything you need for me to do that don't have anything to do with Tuskegee, just got something to do with the platform, man. I'm on board. Man, I'd like to shout out my AD Ruffin, who's done a tremendous job here, man, of our improvements and everything of that nature, man. He's been very supportive. I'd like to shout out my president, Dr. Morris, President Morris. she's on her way out, but man, she's done an outstanding job, man. And I just want to shout out, man, the entire SIAC, Commissioner Wayne Holloman. Man, it's a great conference. There's a lot of good basketball. We got 2 Division I wins out of the SIAC this year.
Wow.
Clark beat Mercer, and Albany State beat Florida A&M.
Right.
I'm just trying to get one of them games. I can't get one.
I know that's right.
I just like to tell everyone, man, if you want to see good basketball, man, you got to look us up, man, because all of our games have gone down to 1-possession games, and we could have won them all, and we could have lost them all. But man, some good basketball this year. It's a gauntlet. It's 15 wonderful institutions, and I like to also shout out Travis Williams from the HBCU All Stars. You know, I coached this past year in Houston. This year is going to be in Phoenix, and he does a great job with getting that stuff going. And man, I'm proud to be associated with anything that's going to bring light to HBCUs and all that we do, and the special kids that play and that attend these universities. Absolutely.
Hey, if players want to reach out to you at Tuskegee, how they find you on Twitter, on Facebook? What's your platforms?
Man, shoot. I don't even know my names on the platforms. I think it's Benjy Taylor. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. It's not hard to find me. Man, my phone number is 808-389-9746. I got an 808, got a Hawaii phone number. Please reach out.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't. Now, if they're looking for me on Facebook, tell them do not get confused with the movie Training Day. That's not me. That's my lookalike.
I got you.
It's not. Yeah. So I'm just playing. Anyway, yeah, man. So find me, man. I'm out. I'm going out recruiting this weekend and tonight as well. So even though I don't have any seniors, man, I got. I'm always looking for some good young men.
Yeah, we got some guys we want to see in your direction, man. I just inspired to send them to you, just because of the type of man you are and the type of coach you are. And I know they be well looking at them down there, and they're gonna get to learn some great basketball, defense first basketball.
Yeah, so I got a kid from Petersburg, man.
Yeah, for real? Okay.
Yeah, got a kid McQuan Lyons from Petersburg, 6'7", man. He's gonna be a really good player for us.
Hey, we got one with the last name Scott gonna probably be coming your way. So
okay.
We're looking at actually this is one of the things. Can players transfer in January?
I'm bringing 2 in. They're getting evaluated right now. Bringing 2 in for next semester. So next season they could be ready to roll. You know.
Absolutely. That's what I want. I think they done this semester, so they be transferring that next semester.
Yeah,
so.
But we man, we ended to win it, man. We got a good situation going on down here, and to all the guys that's played for me the last 4 years, man, they're doing well, and man, I'm just proud of what we're doing down here as an institution and as an athletic program as a whole, you know.
Absolutely, man. Coach, we definitely appreciate your time. Coaches, y'all got anything for Coach, man?
Nah, man. Coach, thank you for sharing your story, Coach. It really was inspiring. We appreciate you, and we'll be down there for homecoming. Can't wait to get down there and can't get down there to work with you.
Yeah, y'all not ain't got no vegans or vegetarians.
No, dog. Hey, everything from the rooter to the tutor, bro.
Okay. All right.
Jay is though.
I am plant-based. Plant-based and vegan for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna send you to the carts over there.
We got a spot for you.
Okay.
I'm on a carnivorous diet, so I mean, all of
Hey, Coach, I read your birthday. You're a Leo, right?
A Leo, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So from a Leo to Leo, man, I appreciate you, bro. And
when is yours?
August 16th.
My son is the 28th. My other son is July 29th. My mom was August 18th. Her heavenly birthday is August 18th. My sister's August 14th.
Right. My son's August 8th.
when it start getting cold, they start cuddling up and have all these little.
So, coach, your son is August 28th. I'm August 24th. Good man, I'm Virgo.
Yeah,
Virgo.
He August, but he missed the Leo deal. Yeah, he's
absolutely.
He right where he need to be, a Virgo.
Man,
that's where he need to be at.
I'm a proud dad. Let me shout out my kids, man. Tyler McDaniels in Atlanta. He has his own insurance company, insurance agency. OTTO Taylor, man, he's electrical engineering, a dual degree, Morehouse, Georgia Tech. He's finishing up. And then Austin Taylor, who's over here with me, electrical engineering. And then my daughter, man, I ain't got no favorites, but man, she gonna break me.
I already know. I know the girls, boy.
Yeah, she's 15, man, going on 30. But so man, I'm a proud dad, man. So
absolutely, man. You might as well go and shout out the wife too, because you know you're gonna hear it if you don't.
Hey, they all gonna be HBCUs too, I think.
Right.
You're the last one. She said, Tuskegee.
Now, Coach, you said your son does insurance. What type of insurance?
State Farm.
State Farm. So they do business insurance, event insurance, things like that.
Yeah.
We want to send some work.
We're gonna reach out to you. We're gonna reach out to you because we're dealing with our insurance right now for the event. Like that's the next thing. That's what we're working on right now. And we got different.
We're gonna reach out to him. Yep.
We'll have to deal with it.
He's a hooper too. He hooped. He went to Tennessee Tech. He's a hooper.
Okay. I'm gonna send you an email. So we can link up. I get your number and stuff from the email through the email.
Perfect, guys.
All right, Coach. You have a great one, man. We love you, man. We appreciate you.
You too, man.
This was good, inspiring. We be down to Tuskegee soon. We looking for the faces, man. We're gonna give you a ring and we coming through.
Don't play with me, man. Come on through, man.
No, we not. We say we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there.
Hey, I'm in the Midwest. I'm in the Midwest already, so I'm over here. So they got to come over here. I'm already over here.
That's the South, though.
It's better than a Final Four.
I know. Hey, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Guys.
All right, bro. We love you, man. Take care, man. Good luck.
Later.
All right. So boom. There we go, y'all. Another great
Taylor, man. That was a good one, man. That was a good one, man. Hey, he got me ready. I'm ready to jump in the car right now, go down there and see what they're doing this weekend.
Right.
That was good, man. He basically really inspired me, man. That's definitely one of the things I want to see towards the end of the year, see how they develop. I'll be looking forward to them being a part of the family reunion if they develop into that, man. So that'd be fun. So, Jay, how you feel about that?
Man, I liked it, man. It was powerful, it was enlightening, and it was exciting. And it just makes you proud of what you're doing and makes you want to just get out there, like you said, Donkey, you ready to run through a wall and get down there. Get your car.
Right. Get down there, man. See what this food about down here.
The energy you brought is something that we need for this tournament, man. We need inspiring, we need stories, and this is going to make our tournament more powerful and stronger. So this is perfect. These interviews are definitely going to put us in a position to say, hey, these are the teams we want in the tournament, and let's go forward. Right.
I would love for him to walk in the room and see him and Kenny Anderson sitting beside each other talking about how they're gonna play each other next season. You know what I mean? Like, man, I can't even. That stuff make me emotional thinking about stuff like that and what we get ready to develop and how we're gonna be bringing these teams together. They never got a chance to play against each other before, even fellowship with each other, man. You know what I mean? KB, how you feel about that one?
Man, I'm feeling it. I love the vibe. I love the energy. I love everything. I'm just proud and I'm just eager to get this thing. I can't wait till March 29th. That's all. Every day we wake up with an agenda and a goal to better our community. We're putting a conscious effort in as men, as leaders, as the fathers of our community. And I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. I appreciate you, Doc, for having the idea and even sharing it with us and bringing us on board. We're about to change history, fellas. We are about to change history. And for everybody that's out there, follow us. on all platforms. That's www.hbcuforus.org is our website actually. And yeah, man, we are here right here. Hit us up right here on any one of these platforms. All right, right there on our screen. And look, we'll be with you guys next week. We will see you guys next week. Coach Duncan, Coach Jalil.
It's a good one, man. I'm inspired for the weekend.
That's right. Talk to you guys soon. All right, love you guys. And we keep it popping, y'all. We out of here right here. That's 25 and up in the background. Let's go.